Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the new cup for Sunshine, and let's try to win. So we're going to be using the Shadow Swampert paired with the Abomasnow and the Talonflame. We are going to be facing a Shadow Flygon. Shadow Flygon is able to get a Dragon Claw off, getting our Shadow Swampert into the low red. We're going to allow it to go down and then come in with our Abomasnow. This is going to be another Dragon Claw. It's fine, but unfortunately we see a Dunsparce in the back. We're going to go ahead and debuff it right now. Our opponent does invest the shield, so we have a slight chance here because we are going to have two shields to deal with. Let's see if we can wiggle out of this situation. Looks like the Rock Slide does go through, but we are going to be able to shield both of them there. We're going to go for this Brave Bird. It does take out the Dunsparce, so that's good news, but unfortunately it ends up being Miltank in the back, so that's going to be another rollout user, I believe, and unfortunately just unable to wiggle out of that situation. They ended up having double rollout users in the back, and we did have the Talonflame that they were fishing, so not a great matchup, unfortunately. Okay, here we go. We got the Shadow Swampert versus the Obstagoon. This is kind of a neutral matchup. The opponent is going to allow the first Hydro Cannon to go through. Hydro Cannon dealing roughly 50 to 60%. We're going to throw this Hydro Cannon here on timing. Our opponent does elect a shield. Okay, so we do grab a shield in this situation. Now it comes down to what do we anticipate is in the back. So we're going to go in with our Abomasnow here. We think there's a flyer or at best like a poison type. Okay, there is the Talonflame here. We're going to go ahead and throw the Icy Wind first, and then we're going to switch out into our own Talonflame. We're going to allow the first one to go through because it is debuffed. Okay, there's the fly. And then our opponent here is going to race to another move. They're staying in for now, so we do grab that last shield. Our opponent does elect to throw another move, so we're going to have to invest the shield here. And then we're going to make sure we throw this next fly. We cannot risk the CAP tie. Ooh, ends up being the Venusaur in the back, so forcing them to use a lot of energy here to take out our own Abomasnow. But before they can get to it, we're going to be able to get to this Icy Wind. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game. Luckily, with a little bit of a read on the team, but honestly the Venusaur in the back for them was just has nowhere to go against our anti-Venusaur users. We're gonna have the interesting matchup, Diggersby versus the Shadow Swampert. Early shield by them, interesting. We're gonna shield here as well. I'm pretty sure they can survive a Hydro Cannon, so the fact that they are shielding that early indicates maybe they really don't want to see the Swampert, but unfortunately, you can see right there, they are able to survive the next Hydro, and now we have to come in with the Abomasnow. They match with their own, so this is going to be quite interesting because we do have the energy advantage. We get the Icy Wind, and we get the debuff, and we get the shield, so this is a great situation for us. We're going to switch out into the Talonflame immediately. They have their Clogsire, so Clogsire here is very tanky. However, they are at a energy disadvantage. Stone Edge does get revealed, so we definitely have to take this out before they get to the next Stone Edge. We're gonna throw the flies, then we got the Brave Bird. Is it enough? Yes, it is. So now we're gonna be able to apply heavy damage against this Shadow Abomasnow, forcing them to use Icy Wind. We do get taken out, but you can see here we're going to come back in with our own Abomasnow and farm it down. So basically the core is Shadow Swampert with the Talonflame, and the Abomasnow is just like a generalist for us. So far, obviously, we haven't had any grass type leads, but we are going to try our best here to avoid grass type users. And then you can see right here, we don't want to see Dunsparce for our backline, so we're gonna have to stay in for now. There is the grass type and flyer, so we're gonna use our Talonflame for this situation. We are gonna be able to tank that Aerial Ace easily, and we're gonna judge how much damage this does. Okay, so next Aerial Ace will take us out, so we're gonna have to take this Jumpluff out right now. They decided to let it go, which is fine. And then we see the Dunsparce come back in, so we're going to throw this Brave Bird immediately. Huge damage goes through. We're going to allow it to go down. We're going to come back in here with this Swampert. This is going to get the shield or KO. They decided to use their last shield here. You can see we need to take this out right now. We don't really want to... Okay, at this point, because it's so low, we had an option to either shield or let this go, but we anticipate some kind of fire type. But what is it? Oh, ends up being the Diggersby. So Diggersby here is going to fire off a move. Ends up being the Fire Punch, and the Fire Punch is enough to take out the low health Swampert. So this is definitely going to be another Fire Punch, and you can see right here, opportunity to farm now. We get the farm now, and this is going to allow us to get to a move against this Dunsparce. So GG Starfunny able to win that game with the Abomasnow at the end. Getting just enough damage to take out their backlines with the Dunsparce. Alright, let's see if we can end off on a good note here. We got the Swampert, Shadow Swampert versus the Dunsparce. Okay, this is where we want to see it. We want to make sure we deal as much damage as possible. The Dunsparce, surprisingly enough, is able to deal a good amount of damage towards this Shadow Swampert. You can see right there their own drill run, roughly 50%. They switch out into the Girafarig. Shadow Girafarig is going to be dealt with here. Psychic Fan does get revealed. Our opponent here is going to be able to possibly double use this last shield and get the farm down. So they do decide to go double shield. We're going to have to come back in here with the Abomasnow, and we're going to look to try to take this out immediately. There's the Icy Wind to take out this Girafarig, and now let's see what they come back in with. Oh, ends up being the Oranguru. So Oranguru here is also Red Confusion, so this is going to be interesting. Okay, we do get to the next Hydro. This is going to take out the Oranguru, and now it comes down to, do we have enough energy to take out this Dunsparce? Ooh, these rollouts are doing heavy damage, unfortunately. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to get to 2 Icy Winds. We're going to fire off this Energy Ball looking for a debuff. No, unfortunately, unable to. So GG Starpoint, check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.